explosion, that building falling deep in the divide, might have been your work. Wouldn't kill you. Maybe close. Knew you'd survive, but no need to go any farther. You've brought me what I need. That machine with you, sealed in the Hopeville silo. Needed someone to unlock it, bring it home. Now the signal's strong enough. No need for you to carry it anymore. I can call your machine to me.
Eddie's not going anywhere.
You gave it a name. What was it to you? Companion, slave, weapon, all of that. Nothing compared to its primary function. It's a messenger, like us, and it shares our history. If you feel its loss, remember, you could have turned away at any time, gone back home, and none of this would have happened. But you had to make one last delivery, and that's why I knew you'd come, Courier. Couldn't stay away. It's who you are.
What's so important about him?
What's inside that machine? That's all that mattered. All the machines here, made of wreckage from the divide, and all that was brought here. Inside its frame, it carries the message you brought here, and it'll do what it was programmed to do. Whatever it can to get home. The giants here will listen to it. I'll bring the divide to your home, your nation. Let its flag burn, just like you let the divide burn. Big Mountain Access Code, Ulysses. Command override. Navarro.
Please have seized control of Eddie. You have lost Eddie and everything he has carried. Bitch.
You and me gonna accomplish
That's so
things,
fucking lame, dude. Oh my god, he going almost. What's going on? Claws larger and more impressive than those less than death claws. You might be able to turn into a weapon or find a weapon. Okay. Where are they at? Ah, Benny! Ah, Benny! No, 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 no.
You help me, and before long, the chairman will rule all of Vegas, dig? Here. Over this mess. Damn strength.
Hold on. Fuck. Get up. Must have been an override function piggybacked on that broadcast. That's what pulled you here. Are you okay? What happened? You just took off like you finally found home. But why would he do that? It wasn't to lure me here. Ulysses already knew I was coming. An override frequency? So what? Ulysses just called you here? Whatever he's planning. Ulysses obviously wants you here. Come on, I hate to disappoint him. Alright, I'm awful. Sorry. Bro, Benny is dying, bro. Oh my god.
So you came, Courier. To what? Watch your homeland burn one last time? Kill me, perhaps? Judging by your shadow, maybe you can't let your machine go. Doesn't matter now. Either way, the Divide Giants are awakening. The missiles here on their way home. There is no way to stop them.
What happened at the Divide, what I did was an accident. What you're doing is madness.
No. Now there is purpose. I believe you when you say you were careless. The Divide, the chip, the machine you brought here. Many messages can be taken from that, intended or not. What I do now is an act of conviction.
If you blame me for the Divide, then let me answer for it, not others.
Blame you? No. Learned from you. Both the weapon to kill a nation and the strength to do it. You showed me a road, a way to carry my message. You've already answered for what you've done. Now the flag you follow will answer for it.
This is between you and me, not anyone else.
No. The paths we've walked, the roads, and the flags above them carry equal blame. You walked the West, didn't stay. You know the reason. The bear grows without structure, follows a symbol without knowing its history. After this, only one flag will remain over the Mojave. Let that one fly, or destroy itself.
Do you think I care if you fire missiles at NCR? Go ahead.
You destroyed your own homeland, seeing a nation burn. Didn't think that would matter anymore to you. There's a strength in that. Lack of attachment. Still, you're here now. If there's no more answers you want, then we'll end this.
You might not believe in nations, but I do.
Yet you follow nothing at all. You have walked the Mojave, let the shadow of flags fall upon you, yet walk carelessly, no allegiance, your words empty as your actions.
I need to know why you're doing this, not for my sake, for history's sake.
The why of it. You taught me the why of it. If you believe in something enough, you must be willing to let it burn, lest it claim you. These governments of the two-headed bear, the Legion, they carry old world ideas into an age that no longer needs them, where they cannot live.
I'm not talking about NCR or the Legion. I'm talking about our history.
Our history. The divide. That history has been written. Its lessons learned. There's nothing more to be dug from these cracks in the earth. No more fury to be torn from its sky.
You can go home again, Courier. Not a message for me, for you.
My home in the East, Drywells, is no more. It is part of the Legion. The only other home, the chance of a home, was what you built at the Divide. Then you destroyed it.
You said a home is a place you breathe life into. A moment where you know who you are.
There is truth in that. History has proven it. But Mojave's proof that no homeland is sacred until the larger symbols are destroyed. Whatever is built, the bear, bull, even Vegas, will tear it apart, convert it either with purpose or by accident.
The divide survived in you. If you felt like something fighting for, you can rebuild it.
Nothing can prevent what comes. The missiles will launch. These questions, your words or mine, what do they matter to you?
Even if the missiles launch and I die here, if I can convince you, that's enough for me.
It is enough. It may be that as much destruction has been written in the earth here, you may build something else, as you built the divide. You have spoken truly. There is a shadow of a nation behind you, the hope of a people. Yet it may not matter. The divide still stands against us.
We've already handled everything it can throw at us.
Our enemies gather outside, shadows of the bear and a bull. They will have found their way in, just as you did. It was always my intention. In case I could not kill you, the marked men would flood this place, cut off your escape. If we cannot prevent what comes, then let us make our stand here. Two couriers together at the divide.
Let's do this.
They come for us, east and west alike. Watch the floor. Mines, tactics, there. Traded glory for savagery. Fitting.
You're a class act, baby.
This is my Mojave.
The Couriers finally really did
Give me a
it.
moment or two to catch
They
my
blew
breath.
up the lands west and east of the Mojave, damning them all to hell. The act was discovered 200 years later as other couriers explored the Mojave wastes. There, they saw NCR relics, reminders of their once proud history. Hopeville burned lightless in the night, invisible fires of radiation scorching it from within and without. It is said a man still walked its streets with a tattered jacket an old world flag etched on the back. He remained there, perhaps as punishment for the scars he left on the wastes, or a reminder of a history he could not forget. For Ulysses, his journey was over. The courier had been the end of his road. As for the courier, he turned his back on his home for the second time and made his way back, navigating the treachery of the divide. Tunnelers and the marked men avoided the lone figure, as if recognizing the courier's right to passage, or out of fear. The courier walked until he stood again upon the edge of the divide, the last road he would walk before the second battle for Hoover Dam. There, beside his feet, was a final package from one courier to another. A footlocker bearing a gift and a message. But that message, it is something for couriers to carry, and for them alone. The lights flickered across the divide, reminders that the old world histories persist and find meaning in the present. It said, war never changes. Men do, through the roads they walk. And this road has reached its end.
This can be the start of a beautiful friendship.
It's always fun when something blows up. Specifically, you. Ad Victorium for Elder Maxon! Big mistake.
You've done us a great deal of work. We've left you a new suit of
Last tape, last message. In case you best me. If you're hearing this, you have, through blood or word. This message and all that lies with it. It is for you, courier. If you want to know the why of things. This world, I've walked a good part of it. I stopped only because of you. What you did gave me pause. Long ago, I crossed the Colorado, the first among the Legion to see Hoover Dam in all its glory. An old world wall, yet bridging two sides. And beyond it, a symbol of a two-headed bear. An idea great enough to challenge Caesar himself. Might kill him taking it, whether he won or lost. The bull needs to fight, needs the challenge. Without it, it falters, dies in the dust. Might be a lesson there, in you and me. Leave the thought behind the message to you. My message is this. The destruction that has been wrought at the divide, or elsewhere, if you couldn't stop me, it can happen again. It will keep happening. If war doesn't change, men must change, and so must their symbols. Even if it is nothing at all, know what you follow, courier. Just as I followed you to the end. Whatever your symbol, carry it on your back and wear it proudly when you stand at Hoover Dam.
You return as asked. I can assume the message was delivered. The next step is to be patient and to wait until the time is right. If you and I can trust each other, there will be a lot of caps in it for both of us. Before then, I want you to continue to work for your employer and to not raise suspicions. Also, I am now willing to offer my regular services to you, with some small caveats. まだ払わないといけないんだよ.
What is it that you're planning?
For now, it doesn't matter. You'll know when it happens.
What services do you offer?
Primarily, I offer 3 services. You already know that I kill for money. Otherwise, I have a selection of weapons and armor for sale. Just speak with the machine. I also deal in sex as long as the pay is right.
Can I get you to kill somebody for me?
You can ask, but I won't do it. I believe you are already completely capable of doing that yourself.
Wrong. What do you mean by you deal in sex?
Somebody once told me, if you enjoy something, why do it for free? If I'm going to be doing it, I might as well make some caps out of it.
How much would that cost me? Not that I'm considering it.
200 caps.
I think I'll be going now.
元気で? はい.
Oh yeah, Hajime asked me to deliver this to you.
Hajime. Well then, choosing. I need to think on this. You're back and still alive, so... What did she say?
Kyoko said that she'll think about it.
That's all I could ask for, really. Thank you. It means a lot to me.
Full circle. Walked your road. Now back again. Something else in you needing an answer.
What are you doing here?
A question one could have asked you not long ago, before walking the road west into the storms. Need to be here. See what was done. It's custom of the bear to never see the marks it claws in the land. Not my custom. Maybe that's why you've come too. Need to see where the missile from Ashton touched ground down below in Hopeville. The Couriers mile.
What's the Couriers mile? Is that where the Ashton missile hit?
My name for it. If you have a better one, you grant it. My choice in names won't carry past you and I. Lies along the road, running from the Hopeville silo, straight onto where the ground burns and wind howls even stronger than here.
What about the marked men?
That's part of why I'm here. Watch them. If they attack me, try to enter the Mojave. I answer, not looking to kill them. Save them, if I can. There might be something saving in them. If not, then what I do is mercy, not murder.
The divide irradiated. Are you sure you want to stay here?
The invisible fires burn here, true enough. Still, to have helped carry out such an act, then not face it, not my way. If my life burns out here, so be it. Until then, I wait and watch, see what the road brings.
Dry Rails is destroyed. That was your birthplace?
No. Opposite of that. It's where my tribe was taken. Where another history was put to the blade. Lesson taught. It is where we realize Wolpus did not approach us as equals. Where we realized the wolf had come, and we watched our history die. Now it belongs to Legion. And all the death there now belongs to them as well. Not revenge, just a way of things when you own them.
The Long 15 is no more. The main supply line into NCR is cut.
No damage done. Not yet. Maybe in years. Keeps the bear fenced. If Kaisar can't drive it back, fire might. Only delays the end for the bull. A new wall for them to scale and cross. Once they're done with the Mojave. And Hoover Dam. Never again do you or any other courier and caravan need walk that route. Let the Mojave breathe without that asphalt scar raking it.
Caesar is dead. I killed him.
Names die twice to history. If the West thanks you, the East won't in time. Fall apart. Back to the tribes, maybe. Too soon to tell what will happen. Let history weigh what you've done, if it gets that far.
I wasn't sure how'd you take it.
Done with blame. And Kaisar was big on strength making right. Seems to me you proved that philosophy to him. If he was too weak to stop you, too weak to defend himself, then he needed to die with his beliefs. Unless you do the same for the legate that comes, you'll get no thanks from me. When that monster arrives, he's not going to have a leash. Kaisar could command him. Not now. The bear is going to burn, and burn slow.
I got your final message.
Didn't think I'd be breathing to hear you say that. Message isn't important. Meaning is. Had to speak of it, in case the words got lost in paper, ink, or others' voices. Maybe even yours in time. Still meant for you. Courier to courier. Belongs to you now. Or history. Doesn't matter.
Is this where you're making camp?
Not a camp. Vigil, maybe. Never claimed it as mine. If anyone owns the divide, your claim is stronger than mine. Don't feel like adding a campfire to the ones that already burn below. If you brought Mojave gifts, might be able to shape something for the road.
Any recipes you can teach?
Depends what history has to say about them. There's a lot the land can provide, if you know the road that led to it. Mojave's got ways of healing most ills. If not, some tribes have usually found a way you didn't expect. Like healing powders. Tribes back west only use Xander and rock flour. There's a way the twin mothers in the east used to brew it though. Called it bitter drink. Mixed up the Xander and Brock in a bottle. Added some kick to it, so your head doesn't get all clouded.
What's the history of it?
History. Cures a wound, leaves the bitterness that caused it. The twin mothers were always about lessons. Kaisar taught them the last one, though. So that's it for them. Recipe still exists. Legion uses it on forced marches with wounded soldiers. Wouldn't have made it through Crimson River Trail a few years back without it. Losing so much blood early on was a Cazador feast. Enough Xanderroot and Brock flower along the trail, though. The Legion was able to keep pace and get where they were going.
Sounds useful. Have any to spare?
Can do that, and one better. Just enough around to mix some. Here. Might make the twin mother's history live a little longer. You carrying it. When you drink it, down it all in one shot, or your stomach's not going to want to keep going after the second drink.
I was hoping you could help me shape something.
Let's make something new from the old.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Something else in you needing an...
You can come with me, you know. But there at Hoover Dam and Hope, where you change the symbols of men.
Not my way. If my life burns out here, so be it. Still, to have helped carry out such an act, then not face it.
What will history say about you if you spend its most pivotal moments sitting here doing nothing?
There's truth in your words. There's a shadow of a nation behind you. The hope of a people. Your actions have carried strength. If we must survive to carry its message, then that is what shall be done. I will not let America die here. Let's make something new from the old. The Mojave awaits.
Let's go.
Speeches are things of NCR. Words without strength. Actions would have had more voice.
You're back.
Here's Hajame's hat.
So she was hiding out in that hellhole then. I'm impressed. Mostly that you went there to begin with. Yeah, this is the right one. Surprised she still had it, to be honest. Glad she did, though. So for you, I have this piece right here. Some kind of modification has been done to it, so you can just point and spray with it. That's probably a good thing, right?
Goodbye.
It should worry about improving the lives of regular folks around here.
You're back.
Do you know anything about Master G now?
Master G is a genuine all-around scumbag. Nothing is too low for him. I really need to drive the point home on how just terrible he is. He raped people when he was feeling nice. Now he is some big tough fiend boss, which is perfect position for somebody like him, aside from being dead. I've tracked his hideout to a building just near Westside. After this, you will officially be the best damn gunslinger I ever did see. That, and you have done the world a favor by killing that monster.
Alright, y'all.